Meanwhile, the United Nations top court issued a series of orders to Israel today to protect Palestinians in Gaza and prevent genocide there. Today's ruling was one of the court's most closely watched since its creation in 1948. It will keep Israel under a legal lens for years to come, and the court's half a dozen orders will be difficult for the country to achieve without some sort of ceasefire or pause in the fighting.
This is the case with respect to the right of Palestinians in Gaza to be protected from acts of genocide and related prohibited acts identified in Article 3, and the right of South Africa to seek Israel's compliance with the latter's obligations under the Convention.
The United Nations top court has ordered Israel to do all it can to prevent death, destruction, and any acts of genocide in Gaza.
Israel must take measures within its power to prevent and punish the direct and public incitement to commit genocide in relation to the members of the Palestinian group in the Gaza Strip.
South Africa had accused Israel of genocide and asked the World Court to impose interim measures as the case proceeds. The requested measures included ordering Israel to stop its offensive, to allow Gaza residents access to aid, and to take reasonable measures to prevent genocide.
In view of the specific provisional measures it has decided to indicate, the court considers that Israel must submit a report to the court on all measures taken to give effect to this order within 1 month.
But the International Court of Justice stopped short of ordering Israel to end the military offensive in its ruling today. However, it did issue a half a dozen orders that will be difficult to achieve without some sort of ceasefire or pause in the fighting.
I believe that in exercising the order, there would have to be a ceasefire. Without it, the order doesn't actually work. They've given very, very direct instructions. We are satisfied that the provisional measures that we sought to be addressed would be addressed by the court.
Among the measures, the court ordered Israel to do all it can to prevent the commission of all acts within the scope of the UN Convention on Genocide. The court also said Israel should prevent and punish any incitement to genocide, and it ordered Israel to ensure more aid is delivered to Palestinians in Gaza. But Israel has denied committing genocide and asked the court to throw out the case.
The court considers that it cannot accede to Israel's request that the case be removed from the general list.
Israel has an inherent right to defend itself. The vile attempt to deny Israel this fundamental right is blatant discrimination against the Jewish state, and it was justly rejected. The charge of genocide leveled against Israel is not only false, it's outrageous.
Today's ruling adds to growing international criticism of the war and could put more pressure on Israel to scale back or halt the operation altogether. Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs saying that while Canada supports the ICJ's role, it does not accept the premise of the case brought by South Africa, adding, quote, "Canada continues to support urgent international efforts towards a sustainable ceasefire. This cannot be one-sided." The death toll in the Gaza Strip surpassed 26,000 today, and more than 64,000 more have been wounded since October 7th, the day Hamas militants launched a surprise attack in southern Israel, killing around 1,200 people and taking about 250 hostages.